I don't know. I can't even describe the feeling in that moment. Just really disappointed. Geez, I'm almost getting emotional about it right now. It was just really disappointing. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Stasia, and today's video is going to be an update as far as how my month of August went, in terms of weight loss and some other exciting stuff, and whether or not I've changed anything or added anything or just kept things the same. But before we jump into that, I have to say that this is the last weekend for my awesome summer book sale. Teardrop, because that means that the summer is done. But anyways, if you have not grabbed a copy yet of my weight loss recipe ebooks, these are the recipes that I have been eating to lose this weight. So I can promise you that they work because I'm using them on myself. So with that being said, they are only $5 right now. I've been running the summer special. That includes even my bundle package that has both of my books totaling over 80 oil-free plant-based recipes. All of them are super simple. That one's $5 as well. So if you haven't had a chance yet to grab a copy of those books, then I will have that link posted in my description box below so you can check it out if you would like. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the most exciting thing for me, and that is my NSV. That is a non-scale victory, because when it comes to weight loss, it's not always about the number on the scale. So please, please, please don't focus too hard on the scale. That scale can lie to us sometimes, so to speak. And what I mean by that is there's just so many variables. It could depend on if you're a woman, where you are in your monthly cycle. It could depend on how much salt you had the day before. It could depend on how much water you're drinking or not drinking. There's just so many variables when it comes to that number that I would highly recommend not focusing on it too much. Even for myself, I've mentioned it before, if you've seen any of my other recent videos, I don't weigh myself very often at all. In fact, there's no scheduled weigh-in date or anything like that. I just randomly kind of wake up and decide that I'm going to weigh myself and just kind of check in. With that being said, I do recommend weighing yourself time to time, because I feel if you never weigh yourself, that could have the opposite effect. So it is good to check in. It is good to make sure that things are moving in the right direction. But me personally, I try not to obsess over it and care too much about the number. So back to my exciting news. My NSV is, well, actually there's a little backstory to it, so I'll start with that. So about 5 months ago or something like that, I was still out west, and my husband took me shopping, and we went to American Eagle, and he wanted to treat me to a little shopping spree, and I was really excited for that, although at that point I was not really feeling my best, because without even weighing myself, I knew that I was not where I wanted to be. I had a lot of stuff going on at that time in my life, a lot of stress, a lot of life issues that I was dealing with. And so unfortunately, my health, my weight, all of that was taking a back burner. So I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. So when you're feeling like that, especially with your husband or boyfriend, clothes shopping is not the most exciting thing to do. But what am I gonna say when my husband offers to shop for me? So on we go. So we get to American Eagle, and there was a really nice pair of black jeans that I wanted. And my husband was insistent, God bless his soul, that the size that he picked out would fit me. And I'm kind of looking at the jeans, holding them up. We all kind of, can take one glance when we're clothes shopping and just have a general idea if it's gonna fit us or not. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's no way these are gonna fit me. And he's like, oh, don't worry, they have stretch in them, they'll be good, blah, blah, blah. The salesperson, of course, tried to tell us that, they have stretch in them, so just wear them a little bit, it'll stretch out, no problem. I'm thinking, okay. So my husband's like, just try them on, they're really nice jeans. So they're almost like $100 pair of jeans. He's really excited, he wants to get them for me. So I go in the change room, and let me tell you, I can hardly button these suckers up. I think I was at that time able to just get it buttoned up, but the button was about to pop off, and they did not fit. They just did not fit. It was so mortifying. I did not even dare to step outside of that change room. Of course, I did not want my husband to see that on me. So there's other clothes I had that complimented my body, but those jeans were not it at the time. So anyways, my husband still insisted on getting these jeans. He just insisted that over time they would stretch out, even though I told him they don't fit me good. You know, they're a little bit tight, but he, in his mind, probably thought I meant just a little tight, you know, but a little, you know, wearing them for an hour or so would do the trick. But that was not the tight I was talking about. So at any rate, my husband buys these jeans for me. Well, I feel awful because I have these new $100 jeans that I'm sure he would have loved to see me in, but I couldn't wear them. So these jeans basically just collected dust for a couple of months up in my closet. And I remember another time, actually, I took video of this. I'm not brave enough to post that video footage quite yet because remember, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also human. So I feel very similar about posting stuff about my body as most of us do, especially when we're not where we want to be. But I do have footage, so one day I'm going to show that. But at any rate, one day I pulled them off the shelf and I tried them on. And when I thought it was already bad enough when I originally tried them on, I didn't think it could get much worse than that until it did. And I tried them on, they wouldn't even button up. They wouldn't button up, like for the life of me, like no amount of sucking in, no amount of anything was getting those pants to do up. Like they just did not connect. I don't know. I can't even describe the feeling in that moment. Just really disappointed. Geez, I'm almost getting emotional about it right now. It was just really disappointing that somehow I had let things kind of get so out of control that now these jeans that I at least could button up initially, instead of getting smaller to eventually fit in them, I got bigger. Phew, that is not the best part of the story. Definitely not the proudest to share. So what I did in that moment was I picked up my camera and I filmed myself. I filmed myself because I didn't know it at the time, but I thought to myself, I will fit into these jeans one day. And when I do, I'm gonna have this footage to prove how badly they fit me, because my husband never did see how they didn't fit me, right? Remember, he just thought that they were just a little tight. So I thought one day when I'm where I want to be, I'm going to show him this video so that way he can see how far I've come, and also for myself as well, right? But keep in mind, when I was filming it at this point, I half believed it and I half doubted myself that that day would ever come. So getting on to the good stuff. So these jeans became the traveling pair of jeans for me. And what I mean by that is that as they collected dust up in my closet, we actually decided to move back east and make our 4,000 kilometer trip back home. And I remember picking them up when I was packing my stuff, and we got rid of a lot of stuff to make this move. And I thought to myself, like, these should probably go. Like, I don't wear these, so why am I just keeping them, right? Like, those skinny jeans or skinny clothes sometimes can collect dust for years, right? If we're being honest. So I remember thinking to myself, I should just donate these. Like, what am I doing? Why am I gonna carry these cross country with me? But then the reason I kept them was because I thought to myself, well, no, my husband bought these for me. They're expensive jeans. I'm not just gonna donate them when I've literally never worn them. They're brand new. So the jeans come along for the travel. Now, as of this weekend, I ended up putting these jeans on. And when I tell you, I almost cried when I put them on, I'm not lying. So not only did they finally button up, they zipped up effortlessly, and they fit me like a freaking glove. It was such an emotional moment for me to see just how far I've come. Now, am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. I still have weight to lose, as you can see even in the videos. I'm not super skinny or anything at this point, nor do I ever really want to be super skinny. That's not my goal. My goal is to get healthy. My goal is to be fit, if anything. and, you know, just firm up my body and stuff like that. But for me personally, I'm not focused on a number on a scale, and I'm not focused on a size of jeans. In fact, my genetics make me a little bit bottom heavy anyways, so I tend to lose my weight the most in my upper body, in my stomach, my arms, and my face. But you know, the bottom kind of stays, you know. So anyways, I was just so excited. I ended up wearing these jeans out all Saturday long. Of course, my husband had nothing but compliments for me as far as the jeans went, and he was so excited to see me in them. And when I told him, I didn't show him the video yet. I don't have the nerve yet, but I'm gonna show him one day. But when I told him these jeans did not even zip up, you know, and now he's like, they fit you perfect. Like, he couldn't believe it. He was really proud of me, and I was really proud of myself. So that story is shared to show you that it's not always just about the number on the scale, but those NSVs, non-scale victories, they really count for something. And in fact, sometimes they can even be more special and more rewarding. So that is my little or long story of my non-scale victory, and I'm just super proud of myself and really excited for all the future clothes that I'm going to be buying. So next I want to talk about my weight. So today I ended up getting on the scale, which has been the first time in a few weeks anyways, since I've weighed myself, and I was down another 2 pounds, which means that I lost a total of 5 pounds in the month of August, and that brings me down to 25 pounds down in 3 months. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I wanted to point out that, you know, the weight is coming off at a good pace. So I feel like that first 20 pounds kind of flew off of me. And this month, you know, 5 pounds came off. But I'm really happy about that. It doesn't have to be another dramatic 10 or 20 pounds for me to be excited. I think 5 pounds is a healthy weight loss for this month. And like I've mentioned before, the most important thing for me is just to see that I'm still going in the right direction. If I were to get on that scale and it said that I had gained, then maybe I'm not going to be so happy about the number. But as long as the number is not going backwards, I'm golden. So I'm going to take the 5 pound weight loss. Now I can say I'm down a total of 25 pounds. I'm super proud of myself. I'm super excited. And of course, I'm just gonna keep going. And now as far as what I've been doing to get this weight off, you know, I've made a lot of recent videos, a lot of videos this month, more than I think I ever have actually, kind of showing you guys exactly what I'm eating, talking about what I'm doing. So I can leave a few of those videos linked in my description box below that I think offer the most advice as far as what I've been doing to get this weight off. But, you know, in a nutshell, I would say that the biggest things are my fiber protein shakes that I've been having a lot of those, probably 4 to 5 times a week. I've been drinking those at least once a day, and they keep me really full and are a huge part of my weight loss. The other thing that I've been doing is eating a lot more potatoes. So I find that I like to have the beans more for those fiber protein shakes that I drink, and then the potatoes are the starch that I've actually been eating. So that's why I made a few videos recently talking about all the benefits of potatoes, how to prepare them intentionally for weight loss. Potatoes have been an amazing food for my weight loss journey because alongside beans, they're full of fiber and do a really, really, really good job of keeping me feeling satisfied and keeping me feel full. And lastly, something that I've recently just talked about is the ingredient prep. I have to give a lot of credit to the ingredient prep because otherwise I really feel like it'd be a lot easier for me to fall off track. Ingredient prep is everything for me. Like, it's so much better than meal prepping for me because then I don't get bored of my meals. But when I have all my main ingredients prepped for my favorite foods that I like to eat every week, then it's just easy, right? It's just easy to just pull out my sauces, my non-starchy veggies or salad I've made in advance. You know, my starch is already ready to go and I can eat fairly quickly. And when I always have something ready, it's less tempting to eat anything other than what I already have prepared. And the other key thing is that I always say is eat food that you actually like. Because if you have a pot of soup in your fridge that you're choking down to eat it and you really don't like it, you think you're gonna be really motivated to continue to eat that soup the next day and the next day after that? Probably not, right? So you need to pick foods, even if it's the same foods, and eat those over and over again if they're foods that you actually enjoy. So the enjoyment part is a huge aspect of this weight loss. Otherwise, I feel like you're just setting yourself up for failure because it's not something that you can actually stick with. This is a lifestyle, and we have to treat it as such, right? Otherwise, you're gonna feel like it's a diet, and a diet is temporary. A lifestyle is forever. So you need to treat it just like a lifestyle. So if it means putting a little bit more effort into looking up some recipes, like you can look them up on Google even. You can find good vegan cookbooks in libraries. You can grab a copy of mine, whatever. It doesn't matter where you find the recipes, but just find some that you actually really like. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this video on the shorter side, at least I think it will be. I'm not entirely sure until I edit it. However, I just wanted to hop on here just to give the update. Really proud of myself, and I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, although kind of, I am gonna give myself my flowers and my pat on the back for my hard work and commitment that I've been doing. But that's not the reason. The reason is I want to show all of you that it's very, very possible to get this weight off once you really recommit yourself to this lifestyle. I have been fighting with my weight my whole life off and on. Sometimes I've been thinner, sometimes I've been bigger, but I am the definition of a human yo-yo. So I'm definitely not someone who has never had any weight issues in my life and trying to preach to you guys how easy it can be. I am not someone who just gained weight because of an isolated experience like pregnancy or medication or something like that, and then it just, flew off of me as soon as that situation resolved. I am you. I am the person that I've struggled to figure out what works, and I finally figured it out. I'm doing it. I'm documenting it here on YouTube so that I can help you guys and show you that it is possible. So, with that being said, if you are not subscribed to my channel and want to be part of all of this journey, then be sure to hit that subscribe button after you're done watching this video. Another thing I should mention is that I'm going to be putting out a video very soon showing 7 days of my fiber protein shakes, all different flavors. So be sure to stay tuned for that one, because I'm telling you, those shakes are a huge part of my weight loss success. All right, everyone, so that's a wrap for August 2023. I am super looking forward to September. You should be too. New month, fresh start, let's do it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check out that book sale. It's almost done, and we will see all of you in the next one.